You've never seen him?
No.
You gotta see the French bulldog, bro.
Yeah.
The fucking Frenchie, dude. Look, who doesn't like a Frenchie? Look,
No
the
way.
number one dog in America. Look right here. Look at that. Look at those ears, boy. Part hound dog, part nasty dog.
Amazing. That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah, he's a good dog. Now he's gonna be fucking around, jumping around in the screen because I have this ball in my hand.
Oh, he's all excited. He's all excited. How old is he?
Oh yeah. I think he's like right at 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's like right at 2. What'd you guys do yesterday? Anything exciting?
What did we do yesterday?
Was the house watching all those NCAA basketball games by any chance?
Yeah, we had a lot of games on. Yeah, all our TVs were going yesterday.
Well, let Gutsy know. Me and him are officially fucking jinxed, like complete jinxed city. Because the game that I said, hey, dude, let's get the monkey off our back. They ended up winning, but it was like they won by 2 or 3, and we needed minus 6.5. So the jinx is on.
Yep, jinx is definitely on. Did you hear about? Did you know that Joshua Dobbs was a rocket scientist?
Who?
Josh Dobbs.
No.
You
mean the quarterback, Josh Dobbs?
Yeah.
He's his degrees in rocket science.
Yeah, he's an aerospace engineer degree from, I think, what is it, Purdue or something? And he's been interning with NASA the past 3 years, every summer.
All right, well then that's it then. I can't make fun of him anymore because I thought he was like some dude like that didn't make it as a rapper and became a fucking quarterback or something. I don't know.
The complete opposite.
Yeah, like no, he looks like a rocket scientist though. Like I mean, now that you tell me that's what he's doing, I mean he looks completely like a rocket scientist.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think it's really the only big story that I thought was pretty. Besides my Cubbies, obviously. My Cubbies getting Craig Counsell, new manager, baby.
Yeah, I heard. I saw that too.
Cubs 2024 World Series champs. Get it in now. Get the bets in now. We're winning the World Series.
That's the trash, Brittany. It's the trash. They're taking all your candles away. Huh? What up, boy? What's up, boy? What's up, boy?
How long have you had? Did you have him as a puppy?
Yeah, we got him right when he was like just his head was the exact same size and his body was this big. Yeah, so I mean, since he was like, I think he was, I don't know, I'm gonna say 3 months old, 4 months old, I guess.
Yeah.
2.5 months.
2.5 months? Dang. Pick him up one more time. Let me see him.
You want to see him one more time? Here, look.
Give him one more. Yeah, give me one more. Give me one more.
Yeah.
Give the viewers
one more shot of him. Look. Yeah. Right here. Yeah, we're gonna do.
Yeah,
really. Look at
that boy. He wants that ball so bad.
Oh yeah, he wants this thing because that's all he'll do. He'll gnaw on it till the. I have balls. I have golf balls that are just like fucking demolished everywhere.
That's so funny. All right, baby, let's get started here.
All right. What up, everybody? It's your boy Nasty from Nasty Sports. And guys, welcome to the Sports Dungeon. I think this is episode 6 or 7. My French Bulldog's jumping around. He's part of the show today because he's excited about this ball. We're going to go over a few topics today. We're going to talk about why Joker just passed LeBron James as recording. I think he's at 108 triple doubles, and he's done it in less than 800 games, lesser than 800 games than LeBron. We're going to talk about college basketball. The first day went off pretty good. Me and Gutsy, we're going to talk about that we are 1,000% jinxed when we take the same game. What else did we say? We're going to talk a little college football. We're going to recap Monday night and why you should never zigzag, and which I did for 2 years. If you've been following me on SoBet or any platform, Discord, I tell you guys, stay on the same side. And I told you guys yesterday that all day on Sunday, I was on the on the away team, right? For some stupid ass reason, I jumped to the Jets, and when I'm sitting there watching the Jets can't move the ball, the Jets fumble the ball, Garrett Wilson can't catch the ball. Then you have fucking Zach Wilson just standing there with like 8 seconds to throw the ball and everything going to shit. I'm sitting there going like, why in the fuck would anyone take the Jets at home against a hungry team that has a better offense, a better quarterback, and probably just as good as a defense as the Jets did? So, I mean, it's beyond me. And the line fit the scenario. I always tell you guys, if Vegas is giving you -3.5, they're really pushing you to the dog or whoever you're like because they want you to think that you have insurance with that hook. I fucking fell for it because I was so cold on Sunday. I did exactly what I tell you motherfuckers not to do in that zigzag, okay? Okay, so we're going to talk about that. I don't want to go too deep into it. We're also going to talk about and in the comments, if you were on my live last night, we had the greatest 4-round boxer in history. Butterbean came onto my live. I sent him a message a couple of weeks ago, maybe a week ago, saying, hey, I want to interview you. I remember this guy. I remember my dad and my uncles as a kid always placing bets with the local bookie. And this guy was a cash machine for a bunch of years. Butterbean. And then he sent me his cell phone number. So it's over. I'm going to get Butterbean on the show. And then I'm going to probably fly my little happy ass to Atlanta. And I'm going to see if he's been calling out Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Maybe he wants to take a few shots at Nasty from Nasty Sports. There he is, the Butterbean right there, guys. If you don't know who the greatest boxer in our history of the 4-rounders, this guy was the king of the 4-rounders. He did some MMA, he did some international fighting, but he was really a beast at being on some undercards of some of the greatest matches. And this guy was a knockout machine. How many of you guys in the comments know who Butterbean was? Bryce, let me know if everyone knows if anyone was on my live last night and saw Butterbean come in there.
Yeah, let us know if you're on the live. He was on Jackass with Knoxville as well. Yeah, he was on Jackass, wasn't he?
Was he on Jackass?
Yeah, he destroyed. Yes, Pass the D and Long Ball Money Larry's they're both agreeing too. Yeah, he destroyed Johnny Knoxville. I'm pretty sure I remember that clip as well. He fought Johnny Knoxville.
I do remember that, but I don't even remember if it was like Butterbean. But I remember Johnny Knoxville going in the ring and getting his head fucking smashed. But
yeah.
But now that you guys say that, I kind of remember it.
Yeah, no, we have a lot of people agreeing that they know exactly who Butterbean is. I mean, how don't you know who he is? And like I was saying before the show, he just got re-popular like 3 or 4 days ago. He just went really viral again. With an interview saying that he genuinely believes he could knock out Mike Tyson. Like he wants to fight Mike Tyson.
Listen, prime for prime, could Butterbean catch him with that fucking mass? His arms were this big, right? But they were this wide, okay? And his hands, if you still see him, you guys can go see him on his TikTok. He has, I think his TikTok is Butterbean King of the 4-Rounder. I think that's his name on TikTok. But dude, he's still on his videos. His hands are as big as fucking sledgehammers. Like, I don't know. How many, just out of curiosity, how many of you guys, look at, I'm 6'2", 230. I truly believe in my toxic mind that I could fucking hang at least 2 rounds with Butterbean. At this age, not the old age. Me being 45, I think he's 55. I think I could take him. How many people in the comments think that I could at least last 1 round with Butterbean?
Let's get some predictions. Yeah, let's get a couple predictions in the comments. How long would Nasty last? I'll set the line.
What's the over-under?
Yeah, so I'll set the line right now. So it's a 6-round fight. We'll make it.
No, 4-round, because he's the king of the 4-round.
Okay, so we'll make it a 4-round fight. Okay. We'll make the over-under 1.5. 1.5 rounds over-under.
Yeah, 1.5, and I think even money should suit this. I think if anything, I should be able to outmove him. It might be a little bit of me like being on backpedaling, but I think I could catch maybe a couple of haymakers on him, and survive. I might be able to survive the whole fight.
We have mixed comments here, but we have a couple people saying over. They're liking the over.
I'm southpaw. I don't think he's ready for a southpaw fighter. I don't think he'd be ready for that.
That is true. I think you might be able to dodge, dip, dive weave a little bit,
I'd definitely have to move because I'm not trying to catch those that sledgehammer.
That's the problem.
Listen,
will your guard?
Yeah,
I was gonna say the
we're
only issue would like, can your guard hold, like, not let his punches go through your guard?
Oh, for sure. That's it.
That's what you need. I mean,
yeah, but so we're going to get acquainted with Butterbean. Hopefully we could get him on the show via Skype, via Twitch here or something. But then he says he lives in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to pack up my whole team. I got my little fucking assistant, right? Everyone likes old Blue Eyes, right? Even though her mouth is a little hot, she got a pretty face and she's perfect for the assistant job right now. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I know she's right next door and she's going to fucking come out and kill me. Can you hear me over there? Yeah, see, she can hear me. And we're going to fly to Atlanta and see if we could get a piece of action with Butterbean.
And you already know, if you're going to Atlanta, I'm going to Atlanta and I'm recording that entire trip.
Then you're coming too. Yeah.
100%.
We're going to bring the producer. We're going to record it all. We're going to go live and we're going to see what happens. But anyway, Butterbean, the king of the 4-rounder, we're going to get him on the show maybe next week, maybe in a couple of weeks. Maybe we'll try to figure out what his schedule is. But I don't see why we can't get him on here, talk a little sports, see what he has going on in life, and then we'll go from there. But anyway, that was exciting, and I'm excited to see what his reply would be. I mean, he already gave me his cell phone number, so hey, that's a beautiful start, right? The dog's right here. Also, Bryce, have you heard, did anyone hear, and you guys got to go Google this, some dude was, this is our world news. I like to always pick one thing in the world news. And one of the most exciting things, I guess, and I don't know when this happened, I think within a week, there was some dude jogging and a mountain lion supposedly attacked this guy and he choked him out with his bare hands to survive. Like, he's saying he killed a mountain lion with his bare hands to survive. Did you hear that?
I did see this. Yes.
Dude, I don't know if I believe that. I mean, a mountain lion, you know how big a mountain lion is?
Yeah, that's insane.
Like, you don't have the strength you would have to put that fucking thing in like a rear naked chokehold. And why his claws are as long as our fucking fingers are like you ever try to hold a fucking house cat? A house cat will fuck you up. Like, trying to just hold him down or put him in the tub for a bath, they will fuck you up. Look at the dog just walking. Lucky. So I don't know. Does everyone in the comments, do you believe that this guy, and I wish there was some video of it, like, but I don't know. I want to think in my toxic mind that this guy was being chased by a mountain lion and the mountain lion like fell over the cliff, died, and he went down there and like, I don't know. I just can't see it. I don't.
Yeah, or like the mountain lion, like
weird.
Maybe the mountain lion like broke a leg or something and still tried to attack because obviously it doesn't know any better than the guy killed it. That's insane. I'm actually looking at an article right now. The cat, his name is Travis Kaufman in Fort Collins. On February 4th is when this happened. In
February 4th?
February 4th was
there was another one that was like the dude had a recording.
Yeah, this is a different one. But the mountain lion that I'm seeing, the Colorado, and how he survived, same guy. Was 4 to 5 months old, about 35 pounds.
35 pounds. But that's still like, I mean, that's like almost fighting a German Shepherd or a pit bull at this point with that has pretty deep. If it's attacking you, it wants to definitely kill you. So, I mean, you got to understand that. And I mean, I know humans are amazing, but we are a super fragile fucking species on this earth. And I mean, I just can't see someone killing them with the bear. How about in the comments? Do you guys believe that he fucking killed it or not? I mean, I don't know.
Pastor D is saying like, how would they even take his back? Like, how would you take a mountain lion's back? Which is so true. The older I get, I believe it's possible, especially if it was ill or another variable like broken leg.
There's got to be something else to the story because I'm going to call Fugazi on this whole fucking story just because I can't see it. I've been in battles with a house cat and I'm freaking out and like trying to get the house cat away from me and it's scratching me up. And I'm like, this fucking cat is going to demolish my face. And I can't imagine a mountain lion. I can see if it was a bobcat, but not a mountain lion, right? I mean,
I mean, also though, like that superhuman strength when people talk about, when like people are stuck in their cars and somehow like people can lift the car, which I still think is like,
No,
fugazi
I
in
would
some way.
definitely give it a round. I would give it. I'm not going to just sit there and like offer my neck and then be the guy that got eaten by a mountain lion. So I would go full fledged at this thing, but I mean, I still think it's hard to believe. Like, I don't know. It's one of those
Yeah.
things that I was just like, what in the world, right?
Yeah. I mean, it had to have been like a malnourished mountain lion. Like something was fucked up with it.
Right. All right, guys, why I'm talking about this show and why we're going through this, guys, in the comments, make sure you share the show, okay? We are sponsored through SoBet and Thrive Fantasy. The show is already sponsored. Can you imagine that? My little sorry ass created the Sports Dungeon, and some corporate companies besides SoBet. That's an obvious one, right? I'm part of SoBet, but Thrive Fantasy has jumped on board. Go check them out. I guess that's something like Prize Pick. They're in the same little genre as Prize Picks, and I think there's a few other ones that are out there, but they're offered in probably 40 some states. Go check them out. I haven't had the ability to check them out. I'm super transparent about this because I don't think they're offered in Michigan, so I haven't had a chance to play with it, but some people say they like it. And also, like I said, if you want all my picks and plays and what I do, and listen, I'm super cold right now, okay? Now there was 14 games played in the NFL last week. The record for favorites, and listen, let me tell you this, they are going to adjust the line for next week. For the people that are going to stay on the favorite side, don't do it. There's going to be some dogs next week, and there's going to be some fucking parlay and teaser busters that are going to smoke our fucking tickets, so we have to make sure what we're doing, okay? But I think it was 12-2, the favorites winning last week. And I think 10-4, is that right? Yeah, 10-4, no, 10-4 that the favorite won and covered. So just be aware that everyone got to eat this week. If you were just taking straight favorites, congratulations. Someone like me, I got fucking smoked. But what do we always say in sports betting? You either don't quit, right? Because when you quit, you lose. So you just got to bounce back. Sometimes you got to take a step back. What I did last night, I was super frustrated. I fucking pulled all my money out of MGM, put it back into my account, and now I'm going to go search for a sports book to give me a bonus. This is what you guys should do if you guys don't know how to do this. So always start reaching out, especially if you play big money. Reach out to some of these VIPs and be like, listen, I got about $8,000, $10,000 to deposit. Do you guys have any bonuses? You'll be surprised. Some people will match you 50%, 20%, 40%. Find those bonuses. So anyway, we're going to talk that. We're going to talk about tonight's slate. There's like 3 college football games. I'll go over them. I got to pull them up in my phone with the notes. We got all sports now. We got college basketball, NBA, NFL. Anything in the comments, Bryce? Anyone wants to talk about? Any questions?
Yes, sir. I just popped this on the screen a little while you were just talking there. Lockfather kind of said it perfectly. You are cold. You may be cold right now. Obviously, betting goes up and down. But your betting logic is still McNasty, which is really funny because of play on words. And that alone is still worth the $9.99, which is actually $9.95. So it's even cheaper than that.
I appreciate you guys. And Bryce, throw it up there. If you guys all want to get on the team, I know we're streamed across tons of platforms. So it's SoBet right there on the screen. You could click it. It's $10 a month. You join the team. You get my picks, everyone else's picks on there. I try to be as super transparent as I can. Guys, I'm human. I'm just like you. I'm somebody that likes to take chances at certain times if I'm up. And you guys saw it this week. Last week, I made around 10 to 15K, okay? Somewhere in that range. And this week, I told myself, I'm going to press this to try to get to my $30,000 range, $40,000 range. And right away, the first game we ran into were the Dolphins against the Chiefs. The Dolphins fucking smoked me because my logic was, how can the Dolphins be this explosive? Their defense is pretty good, right? How can they not win a big game, right? I mean, if you take them both they both played 10 games this year, I think they would win 6 out of the 4 against the Chiefs. That's my opinion. And so I thought this was the right spot, but obviously it wasn't. It looked like shit. But let me tell you this. The Dolphins will run into the Chiefs again, so I'm not worried. I will come back for my money. So will the Bills. The Bills will run into the Bengals. I will get that money back. And guess what? The Eagles have to travel to Dallas. I will get that money back too. So I'm never worried. I'm always like, listen, if you get me this time, you're not going to get me on the next time, because I remember where I lost my money, and I'm going to try to get that shit back one way or another, because I don't think these teams can, all three of those teams can sweep this other team, right? I mean, you have divisional games, you have same conferences and all that other stuff. So that's what I always tell you guys. Always remember your losses and where you could get your money back, especially with player props. What else you got, Bryce? What else is on the...
So yeah, we have like Joey Romo. He was on the Dolphins too. He just thought the line was too low. So, a lot of agreement there. Wazlowski saying, no matter how much you miss, I'll always be subscribed to you and the VIP, because you actually give us both picks and knowledge, baby. We love that shit.
I try. I appreciate you guys. Listen, you guys are, and listen, guys, I take that money and I reinvest it into shit like this. I'm just going to keep trying to grow the brand. And listen, soon, and I'm working on something. If you're a subscriber to me and have been supporting me, and I can see the list, I'm trying to throw a massive event. I haven't brought this out, but for March Madness, I'm either doing it somewhere like in Tennessee, we're going to try Florida, or we're going to do it here in the D. I love Detroit, right? If I could get a venue here in Detroit, when I release the tickets, anybody who's been a VIP member or has gotten I had an NFT there for a minute. I think they're still out there. I don't know if NFT world is still worth what it used to be, but it's not. But you supported me at the time. All you guys get free entry into the March Madness tournament, and there's going to be gifts, there's going to be drinking, it's just going to be a wild time. So right now I'm working with a couple of companies like DraftKings, FanDuel, and seeing who's going to step up to say, hey, well, we want to be part of this fucking March Madness little frenzy thing we got going on. But again, I'll let you know the development of that when that happens. And if not, I'll be shooting to Vegas for March Madness, and you know how it is down there. We love it down there, but that's good news.
Oh yeah.
Anything else, Bryce?
Yeah. So Tweever, before we get into actual sports, Tweever, I do want to bring up his comment. He just commented. Is Nasty willing to comment on other SoBet creators? There's a guy I follow that is on the hottest streak I've ever seen. I followed a 6-leg NBA parlay last night and it cashed. I'm guessing he's probably talking about D's picks and leans. I think is on like the hottest streak known to man right now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tweever, I'm assuming it's D's. Yeah, D's picks and leans is who it is. Yeah, he's on the hottest streak. Like literally, I think he's up 47 units or something like that in the past like week. It's insane. He's like 14-1 or something. No,
it happens, guys. That's always what's nice about SoBet is that, listen, SoBet's not going to just go get some dude off the street that goes, hey, I know sports or this. These are guys that are already trying to prove themselves, saying, hey, I do this, right? I have a platform. I have Twitter. I have Instagram or whatever. And they go, this is what I do. So then we have a scouting guy on, I guess we'll call him a scout, right? Do you want to call Wes a scout? We'll call Wes a scout, right?
We call him we call him like he's a head of talent. So yeah.
Okay, head of talent. So he's a scouting agent that goes around, tries to find guys who gives out good content, who does bankroll management, that has the whole package, and then they bring them onto the platform and see how they produce. I mean, some guys I've seen completely tank, and I've seen some guys, like you're saying right now, I haven't personally seen it because I'm so busy in my own life for me to like just go through all the talent we have on SoBet. But some people are saying like Gutsy sometimes when he gets on his rolls with, there was a time, remember that one year Gutsy went like on this, it was like a month-long fucking, he couldn't miss. He was doing like baseball and hockey or.
I think it was NHL and it was NHL NCAA football, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
It was college football. Yeah, it was like right now. It was like right now-ish.
Yeah. It was like the kid could not miss. It was beautiful. It was like, I even started being like, listen, when somebody starts hopping and hollering and shit, you got to jump on it, right? Even if it goes blindly, you never want to jump on it when it's already too late, because guess what? Everyone cools off and everyone goes back into the cycle of maybe losing a little bit. The most important thing you got to do as a handicapper is realize when you're cooling off and maybe warn people. I tell people all the time, guys, I'm putting this out, but I'm cold as fuck right now. So just beware of that.
Yep.
No, but so that's great. I mean, I want the platform to fucking produce for everyone. And that's the beauty about SoBet is that you could get on, you could follow me, and then if I'm telling you I'm cold, you could search around and see if anyone else is hot. I know, what's his name? The fuck's his name? Pac, what's his name? Deepak,
yeah.
Deepak's he's been on a little heater. I've seen that he swept college basketball yesterday, gave out 6 college plays yesterday. I went 1-1. I like to see how the season kind of unfolds. So when I gave out my tickets, I gave out Kansas over minus 30.5. And then the biggest one, and I believe that me and Gutsy are jinxed, is I gave out Charleston and minus 6.5. They won, but they didn't cover. So that's pretty much that.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're gonna just keep marching along, huh?
I was about to say, let's get into some games, huh?
Yeah, let's get into some games, guys. Today we have what? We have some college football, some important. This is when it becomes very important on who has motivation and who doesn't, right? And right now we have some teams that are scraping and crawling to get into bowl eligibility. And that is like you got to get 6 wins on the season to go to one of these bowls. And, for a small school, you're never going to win a national championship. It's just not built for them, right? But to go to a bowl game, that's huge for some of these guys. And so we have a couple of games today. I took some notes down. Let me put my ball down. Anyone in the comments, check the comments. Anyone like any of the 3 games before I give them out? I think I'm on one of my favorite ones is Central Michigan today. Let me see. And guys, we'll get better at this. Soon, I'm going to have a teleprompter right here that I'll preload it so that when I don't have to look at my phone, it'll just kind of just be in there. But until then, we're doing this little genre here. Let me see.
Ball State, NIU, Northern Illinois, Central Michigan, Western Michigan, and Ohio Buffalo. That's what today is looking like for the
right. When I look at them, I wrote them down and I kind of capped these. I do like Illinois minus 9.5, guys. This is another team. They're 4-5. They're going against a horrible ball team. They're at home. Ball team is averaging 16 points a game. I think somewhere around there. This is not in their favor going to Illinois, right? And I always say Illinois and people freak out. And it's not the Illinois, it's Northern Illinois, but it's just from where I'm from, Bryce. I know you're from Illinois, but
yeah,
for some reason
Northern
I say
Illinois. I was gonna say Northern Illinois is about 40 minutes from where I grew up.
Oh, really? Yeah, okay. So, but this is another classic case that you have one team that's averaging 16 points a game, one team that's looking to go to a bowl if they could win the next 2 out of 3. I think this is a perfect spot. I think this is a game that could be like 30-something, like I said, to 20-something. Even if Ball State gets into the 20s, I think that minus 9.5 is very doable with a team motivated to get into a bowl game. Same thing. You have Western Michigan against Central Michigan. I do like Central Michigan at +3. There's several reasons why I like it. Western Michigan just 8. This is the game that I gave out that shit didn't make sense. Remember, I told you guys this. They were at Eastern Michigan, and they ended up winning 45-21. Every sports writer was on Eastern Michigan, and Western Michigan came out and just handled business. But today, I do like Central Michigan. I think a better coaching staff, a better fucking quarterback, and they're looking to get bowl eligible, right? So is, let me see. Let me double check something real quick in my notes. Yeah, so Western Michigan would actually have to, I think, run the board to become eligible. Let me see. Yeah, they would. And I do like Central Michigan today. Out of all 3 games today. And then also I like Ohio minus 7.5 against Buffalo. I don't like this Buffalo team. Ohio seems to be taking control over that little conference, and the line matches of what I tell you. If the books really wanted you to be on Buffalo, the line would be minus 6.5, right? Making you think, oh, okay, I just need this. But for it to be Ohio minus 7.5. That just plays into the reason of why I like it just a little bit more. Let me see. Let me go into college. I did take a few picks in college basketball. I do like Indiana minus 11.5 today at home. But these are just some leans. So don't do anything until you see my tickets or until I post on SoBetta telling you what I'm going to do. Because after this show, I turn off all the lights. I sit right here at the desk and I start going through all my notes, trying to figure out an edge of what I like. These are just leans that I saw this morning. Anything in the comments?
Yes. Yeah. So we have Tweaver is actually like in Western Michigan. It's plus 100, minus 3.5 on FanDuel. Central Michigan game over from happy hours, like in the over in that game, which I'm kind of liking as well. And then we have one in Western Michigan also -3. I don't know where you're finding -3, but unless you're alting it. But yeah, -3.5 is looks like Western Michigan, so kind of on the other side of you on that one. Couple people like in Northern Illinois as well, and we'll get into college basketball here in just a little bit.
Yeah,
but
college basketball. I really want to jump into this. Do you guys think? What's your first opinion? And I just want to ask you guys, since this is a sports show / sports betting show. Tonight you have Auburn traveling to Baylor. Baylor's ranked 20th by the AP. Remember, that's the Associated Press. But Vegas is giving you Auburn on the road -1.5 against a ranked team. To me, remember, that is a fucking trap. So you either got to take Auburn, right, and walk away from that fucking at-home ranked team of the season, or you got to walk away from the game. I mean, that's a trap to me. What do you guys think? Does anyone have a beat on this game? Auburn at Baylor?
Lockfather's like an Auburn money line, and then Tweaver, there's the next comment that says Baylor, baby. So we are kind of in a 50-50 shot.
But don't you think it's weird that you're getting Baylor as a ranked team and +1.5? That just screams. Over the years, let me tell you this. From me living in Vegas, from me doing everything that I've ever done, anytime I've ever put my hand in the fucking cookie jar, more times, I'm not saying that Baylor can't win, and sometimes it happens, but the more times you put your hand in the cookie jar and you go for that ranked team with points, you're getting your head smashed. I'm telling you, it's 3-1. So what my point is to you guys is, if I have any advice to you guys, always take the opposite of the ranked team with points, and you'll be just fine in the long run. You might lose tonight, but in the long run, if you just stay with that fucking purpose, you'll do fine in life. Your money will pile up. If there was a way for you to keep track of just that, right? Every time you see a ranked team with points, I promise you'll be winning 4-1, 3-1 all the time in the next 20 years. So that's my advice to you today.
I believe I just threw a poll in the comments for Twitch users. So hop over to Twitch if you haven't, because I just put a poll, Baylor or Auburn. So let's see. It's lasting for a minute long, so make your votes now. Let's see who people are liking, either Baylor or Auburn. And I'm just obviously include the points, not money line, just include the points.
Yesterday we had a shocker. Who was it? I think it was who beat Michigan State. Michigan State was ranked 4th in the nation, right? And who was it?
Yeah.
You guys will know faster than I'll find it. So let me find the team. I was watching it by halftime, and I was like, holy shit, these guys are keeping up. Took them
James
to
Madison.
overtime. Who? James Madison. James Madison. Just already, we have fucking March Madness in fucking November. What are we in? November. We have March Madness shit happening in November. It's beautiful. Don't you love it? Let me go through this. I want to check out some NBA.
By the way, 80%.
There's no NBA today, huh?
80% of the comments are on Auburn. 20% on Baylor.
Now, are you guys taking Auburn because of the line, just basically on the line, or do you truly believe there's more talent on Auburn than there is Baylor? I just want to know that, because some guys, I don't want you guys voting based on what I just told you. I want you to truly tell me that you think Auburn's going to win based on talent over, going down the rabbit hole looking at spreads and what Vegas wants us to do and not to do,
Yep. Past the D saying line, Wazlowski saying because of the line. Tweaver saying Baylor just had a fantastic season last year, and if I can snag them at plus, it's hard to walk away from. So Tweaver, I'm guessing, is one of the ones that were on Baylor. So, but past the D and Wazlowski is because of the line, and
All right,
Auburn because of coaching.
Now, just to get into this, I want to jump in. And guys, thank God we have a little break of the NFL until Thursday.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying just the money line. They want money line of who's going to win this week.
Oh, who's going to win? Okay, let's go through it. On Thursday, give me the Bears at home. I think the Bears take care of the Panthers. I think this Bears team has been battled. They've been tested. They've lost to some decent. Let me look at what was their last 2 losses, right? 2 pretty good teams, right? The Saints are not too shabby, and then the Chargers, right? The Chargers came out and handled business. I think there's no reason in hell that the Panthers should go on Thursday night and be able to beat this Bears team. The Panthers haven't shown me shit, but to get lucky during one game, that's why they have the 1 win. But if I was hanging over a cliff, this would be easy. Give me the Bears. I'm a dumbass, and it's not even about that I like Belichick or anything about the Patriots. I just feel like they're using the Patriots. I'm trying to always find the right spot. Give me the Patriots at home, even though the Colts are -1. Obviously, they're the better team, but give me the Patriots at home. Texans at Bengals. Bengals are going to win. Saints against Vikings. Saints have a good defense. They have Saints on the road -2.5. If they truly believe the Saints were going to win, that shit should be -3.5. Or it should be a true -3, a field goal. Watch out for that game. It might be tricky. Packers at Steelers. Steelers should win that game, but something tells me the Packers could put 2 games together, right? They looked pretty good last week. I knew I should have took them and the Raiders. I should have stayed away from these primetime games last week. I knew this was the right spot for the Packers. They lost so many games. I knew they were going to be able to put a game together with the backup quarterback with the Rams, but you know, what are you going to do? I went with the fucking primetime games and got my head kicked in. I don't know. I like the Packers. I think that they could go in there and win, right? Titans at Bucks. Give me the Bucks. They've lost 3-4 games in a row. They were taken down to the wire. I mean, they don't have a bad team, and they're at home. I think they could win that game to get the monkey off their back and say, okay, let's get back into some football. 49ers at Jags. Isn't this a weird line? The 49ers, they've lost 3 in a row. I got to go with the 49ers. I can't see the 49ers losing 4 games this year in a row. I mean, can you guys, who's going to take the Jags at home? Let's say I just offer you guys money line. You guys going to take the Jags at home or the 49ers to go 0-4 in their last 4 games? Let the people in the comments tell me about that one. We have Browns at Ravens. Ravens -6. I think the Browns, I'm not going to say the Browns are going to win, but I think they could cover that +6. The Ravens have just been demolishing everyone. I think this is one of those games that are like, hey, we're here, same division. We're going to fucking battle test each other. I think this is a field goal win either way. Lions at Chargers. This is a weird fucking line, dude. They have the Lions going into LA and at -2.5. I thought this was I like the Lions. I'm here in Detroit. I love what they're doing this year. But the Chargers look good the last few games, and they have a really good defense. I don't get that line. Tell me that in the comments, guys. Who do you guys like? Lions -2.5 or Chargers at home +2.5? Then the Giants, this one's the craziest one. This is the biggest spread of the year. You have the Cowboys -16.5 against the Giants. Bryce, what the fuck is that about? That's crazy. -16.5. And that's another line, guy. That's a key number. 17 is a key number. If they truly believe that that Dallas was going to just smoke them, they would have put it 17.5, -17.5, -16.5. That has backdoor touchdown written all over it, but I probably won't even touch that game. Then you have Washington at Seattle. I think the Seahawks bounce back but don't cover. How's that? I don't like this Washington team, but I do think that they can stay in the game. I think I think Seattle's due for a 2-game losing streak. So, but I don't know where I mean, if you had to pick one, I'd say Seattle wins at home. Jets at Raiders. Give me the Raiders. The Raiders seem like they're a little bit more uplifted. They fired Daniels. They fired the GM. They got a different quarterback. They're all smoking cigars and drinking whiskey. I think they can win that game at home. They have the Jets favored. I just don't see it. I mean, after what I saw, but that's another game that I probably won't touch. And then the Broncos at Bills on Monday night, guys. Call me a dumbass. I got to go with the Bills. Bills have proven to me this year that they lose to games that they probably should win or games they should cover, and then they beat decent teams. I think they beat the line even proves it. -7.5. I'll take the Bills -7.5. They win by 13. We'll see what happens. But like I said, the week is early, so don't just jump on these. These are just my leans. Some things could change, but we'll see what happens. Anything else, Bryce? Anything in the comments in there?
Yeah, we have Chargers reverse line. Sorry, McNasty, and a turnover in a parlay. Arizona Valley Boys saying I'd give up 20 with the Cowboys over New York because the New York literally doesn't have a QB. I think they're starting like Tommy DeVito or someone or Jacob Eason or something. I don't even know if they've decided yet. Raiders have a decent run game, and the Jets D took a shit last night. That is very true.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Well, the Jets, I mean, how many times can that team go to the Jets defense? These fucking dudes can't even get a break on the sideline. They got to get up and produce again. I mean, Zach Wilson gives them 3 downs. They give them 2 minutes for a breather and back on the field, or a fumble, or an interception. These fuckers are constantly in fact, the offense should give up half their check to the defense. Who's up for that? That's what they should do. That should be in everyone's contract. Like, listen, if the defense has to fucking bail out the offense more than the year, you owe 25% of your paycheck to the defense. How about that? I bet you motherfuckers.
Exactly. Especially when the defense is almost outscoring the offense.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Everybody's giving me shit because I think I said Danny DeVito, which was my favorite actor. So
Isn't that the actor? Danny DeVito's the actor.
Yeah, that short dude. He's one of the funniest actors, maybe of all time. Honestly, if Danny DeVito was the quarterback of the New York Giants, that spread might only jump up to like 20.5. So
no, he might do good. It might drop down. He might get the Giants out of the hole.
Exactly.
But yeah, so I mean that's what we got going on. We got some shows, guys. It's not super prepared yet. I'm still doing this in front of you guys. We're getting talent to come on to the show. I will have the Rainmaker here every Tuesday, every Friday. I didn't prepare him this week, but look for him this Friday to do the fantasy talk. We're going to bring Gutsy back on. He owes us some accountability for us not being able to win together. Like I said, I'm going to work on Butterbean, McNeely. Who else do you guys think we should try to bring on the show? Now, listen, don't be putting out fucking crazy names like Jordan or Pippen. These guys have to be somebody that we're still early in this show. I got to go after guys that I think I could get, okay? But let me know. I think I could get Sean Kemp on here. I think I could get Gary Payton maybe. Shouldn't I be able to get Gary Payton?
Yeah, I think nowadays, possibly. We can maybe get Danny DeVito, past the D just said. Dwayne Wade, possibly. Joey Vegas, shout out Joey Vegas. Shout out Joey Vegas, though. He says, I love your show as raw as it is, which, hey.
Yeah, that's what, dude, listen, I will never be ESPN or Fox Entertainment or any of these other ones. Even if I get organized, it's going to be a shit show of me still being organized, but a crazy show. And I want to ask you guys something. Should I bring in a goat? Because I was thinking this. Should I bring in goats or roosters? Don't you think it would be cool if I just had a goat walking behind me? Or should I have roosters just like flying? Like, Bryce, 2 roosters wouldn't be bad, right?
Yeah, I mean, 2 roosters might get loud. Are they loud roosters?
Imagine me sitting here trying to talk sports in the because roosters do have a little beef with male with male presence in the house, and maybe that's not with if we don't bring no hens in here, but imagine it just fucking shooting at me, right? It just comes up from the fucking the doghouse here and hitting on me over here, but
right.
we're gonna get some shit.
We're getting all types of requests of people to get in, and some of these are absolutely absurd.
Like who? I gotta know these.
Okay, I'll just go down the list here. Sean Marion, that would be fun. He had the coolest shot in the NBA. Dirk Nowitzki.
He had the worst shot. He was like, it was the ugliest. I don't know how that thing didn't get blocked. It was like he would put his legs together and just like push it from here. It was like the worst shot ever.
Yeah. Dirk, which by the way, Sean Marion, this is gonna age myself young wise. When I was a kid, that's the shot I would replicate when I was like out in the courts, like messing around. I would always replicate him. So Sean Marion, Dirk Nowitzki, not possible. Victor Oladipo actually might be possible. Lord Maximus, we're gonna have a bunch of creators on.
Creators, yeah, for sure.
We're getting Danny DeVito. We should maybe get Danny DeVito. Johnny,
I think I could get Danny. You know what we need to do? We need to go find celebrities that have gambling problems, right? Because we're a gambling show. They can give us a little insight on what Hollywood gamblers go through compared to what we go through, right?
Right. We're getting a couple more. Beetlejuice, Deion Waiters, Freddy Krueger, Holly Holmes.
You mean Beetlejuice from fucking Howard Stern show?
Howard Stern,
like, how do you even contact him? Like, I don't even think the dude could read his own messages. Like, I'd be texting him and he wouldn't know how to fucking reply.
I'll be honest. I think the hardest or the person who would be like the most expensive if we had to pay a fee would be Beetlejuice. I guarantee. I bet his fee to come on a show is he's probably asking 6 figures just to come on a show.
No, not 6 figures. He's definitely like a $5,000 guy, dude. Beetlejuice? Nobody knows Beetlejuice. Howard Stern, it's over. Like they just look at him like, what the fuck?
Everything Beetlejuice does go viral, it feels like, dude. Maybe he's just all over my timelines.
I think if I could get Beetlejuice in the studio, I'd set up like a little boxing ring, and I think me on my knees against Beetlejuice would be fucking classic content. Like, and I wouldn't hold back. I would fucking throw some haymakers at Beetlejuice because he seems very aggressive. I used to watch him, and the fucker has a little mean side to him. So,
Pasta D says we should get Dr. Phil because we all need help.
No, I definitely need help. I've been through the ringer like 10 times. I don't know how I keep coming out on the other side, but I do. I don't know how.
I feel you, buddy. I feel you. So I'm actually I'll jot down some of these names and kind of maybe start, throwing out some messages, and we'll start maybe get someone cool on.
Yeah, but look, guys, make sure that you tune in. Make sure you share the show with all your buddies, guys. I'm gonna try to get a special guest on tomorrow. I want to do something with my dog house. I want to make him the official first dog of the fucking Nasty Nation dungeon here. And then we're gonna work on Butterbean. I'm gonna give him a call later today. I already sent him a text message. See what we could get going. And if you guys have any connections to anyone sweet, I do have the mailman. How many of you guys know who the mailman? Carl Malone. He's part of a whiskey and cigar company. I had pictures with him years ago, met him in Vegas. I have his number. I'm going to see if I could get him on the show, talk a little bit of fucking sports betting, how his whiskey and cigar company is going along, and we'll see what goes on there, man, because I think we could get this shit going in the right direction, but I need your guys' help, because when people look at my fucking little views on YouTube or on here on Twitch, and they go, wait a minute, I'm not going to go on this show. Motherfucker has 10 people watching. You gotta help me spread the show, the awareness of the show. So give me that. And guys, another great show. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time. Bryce, again, always thank you so much for everything you do. And that's it, man. I'm going to do a walk-off. That was fucking stupid, but I'm out.